How's it going, everybody? Today we got bad habits. Now, to be honest, well, before I start saying anything, I'm already starting off the video, but mine not making any sense. Um, if you guys do enjoy the content, subscribe. We just hit 1,600. Thank you guys so much. But we also have been getting a little bit more than that. So thank you guys so much for the support. Leave a like, go subscribe, go check out my Minecraft series. We'll be uploading that soon. I do apologize. I've been kind of slacking on the Minecraft series, but let's get back into the video. Bad habits. I don't have a lot of bad habits. Sometimes I'm a little mean. Sometimes I don't listen, and sometimes I'm too much on my phone. But let's get straight into it.
Bad habits. As humans, it is pretty easy for us to develop habits. Every day, you wake up and brush your teeth so you don't have musty ass breath. That is a habit, and that's a good habit. Now, some habits aren't necessarily good or bad, like fidgeting with a pencil in class, for example, but a lot of habits in my lifetime, I know deep down that I should not be doing them. But regardless, I still do it. I partake in at least some of these habits in today's video. If you enjoy the content around here, consider dropping a sub. And without further ado, let's begin with waking up late. Now, this habit is the absolute bane of my...
Now, on this video, I don't want to stop every single time because I know it gets annoying. But that is 100% true. Also, I'm going to do this without using my second monitor because this is exactly how, uploading on when I'm in college, which actually will happen. I will be uploading in college now, so I hope you guys like to hear that. I'll be uploading a lot more. I can't guarantee that I'm going to be uploading just as much because it's obviously difficult. I will now have something else going on in my life, so it's a little bit hard. But waking up late, yeah, that was pretty bad last year. I was in college and I still woke up at like 10, 11. You're probably asking, don't you have class? You're late to class every single day? Wow, this guy's unresponsible. Nope. I didn't miss any class. I had literally 12 o'clock classes almost every single day. It was so nice. Sometimes I had 9:30s, but most of the time I had 12. So it wasn't even that bad. I still have it now. I sleep until about 11, but it's okay.
Existence and also going to bed late.
By the way, put down in the comments down below of any bad habits you guys have. I'm interested to see what kind of bad habits everyone has.
Too. We can't forget that. The fact that I don't really have anything to wake up to in the morning is the reason why I still have this habit. Now, this happens to me periodically throughout my life. Sometimes I have both, sometimes only one of the two, and sometimes I'm finally on my A game and I made a good sleep schedule for myself. And of course, not only is this bad for your productivity, but if you're waking up hella early...
I will say that if you guys, anyone watching this video, if you have a habit of sleeping in like all the time, if you think about it, you are wasting half of your life. If you sleep anytime past 11 or 12, that is half of the day that you are just not doing anything. I shouldn't say half of your life. Most of your life, about 10%, you are just wasting by sleeping in. Wake up, do something, make breakfast, do something productive. Play video games. You can even play video games early in the morning, and that's more productive than just lying in bed and not doing anything.
Early in the morning, but going to bed super late. This can be really bad for your health, since your body really needs to recharge to be able to conquer the day. And sometimes I'm up really late with my friends, like just doing something stupid or just having fun. Me and my friends get back late as hell sometimes, but I don't have anything to wake up to. And that's when I end up developing that waking up late habit. I had a good night out with my friends last night, and unfortunately, I woke up late this morning. But obviously, this should not be a routine. I feel like a good sleep schedule is something that everybody should have, but some people work different hours, so I mean, I guess that really all depends.
Yeah, and also I hate when people have jobs that like they can't sleep in a normal time, like they can't go to bed at 9 o'clock and wake up at 9 o'clock. Because they might have worked long periods of time. Like I work at a movie theater, like I've told you guys that before, and I know a lot of managers that they don't have a normal sleep schedule. They don't get up at 9 o'clock every morning. They get up at 11. Well, the reason for that is actually the movie theater closes at a very late time. If you guys obviously know, if you've ever been to a movie before, and if you watch it late, you usually get out at 11 or maybe even 12 o'clock midnight. So a lot of times, managers have to make sure all the cash is counted for. They have to close down all the theaters. They have to get everything cleaned up and make sure everything's checked, and then they can release everybody, like all the workers and stuff. And doing that, they get out at like 1 or 2 at in the morning. 1 or 2 in the morning almost every single time. Yeah, no, thank you. No, I'm good.
Now, going to bed early does not make you an old head. Sometimes it just has to be done after a long and excruciating day. Now we got being a sweat at video games. Now, gaming was really fun for me as a kid. I was that sweaty ass nerd at the game. Fortnite in 2018, I was going stupid. That one game mode where it was all gold weapons, bro, me and my friends were getting so many wins in that game mode. It wasn't even funny. And now Prime Fortnite was one of my favorite games of all time.
I think Prime Fortnite is like a good 50% of gamers, like top tier game, Prime Fortnite. Because it was just like everyone was in a good mood. They hopped on Fortnite. They played with their friends, and especially in the summertime. And I remember this. I played Season 7. This was December. I played Season 7 of Chapter 1. And it was my first ever season I was actually able to buy the Battle Pass because my parents were like, oh, we're not spending money on, something online because that's sketchy. Looking back at it now, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. But it's fine because they were my parents. But that was one of the best seasons I've ever played in Fortnite. Being able to drive a plane and crash into a building, not 9/11, because that's really bad. But like seriously, it was one of some of the best times of my life. Playing video games. Playing video games. I mean, not in my life.
Put hours into Fortnite. It's not even funny. And of course, gaming all day is not a good habit to have, and I should have realized that. I would get home from school every day and hop on Fortnite, no questions asked. I would just get on the game and marvel at my glorious GOAT, Kevin the Cube. Now, obviously, there's people who play games professionally, and if that's your thing, go for it, man. But if you just get on the game as soon as you wake up and you got a bunch of other responsibilities to attend to and you don't, then sweating the game is kind of crazy. And some people will play the—
By the way, guys, this I'm making a video tomorrow. That is not the 1600 special. I have a video set for you guys. It's a little bit of a different formatted video. It's a short video, but I think you guys are gonna like it. I hope you enjoy it. One of my friends is really helping me out. He's a go. I'll shout him out on the video, but stay tuned for that because it's coming soon.
The game all throughout the day and do nothing besides play the game. And we all have days where we do jack shit. Don't get me wrong. Again, this is a very bad habit to develop, bro. You need sunlight. You need to go outside. You need to go to the gym, get that pumping, get a job if you don't have one. And sometimes these people, they don't even go to bed. They just stay up and grind the game throughout the night as well. They got a bunch of energy drinks by—
If someone's desk looks like that, get a life, bro. Get a life.
Their desk, and they are—
Dude, they have a dirty desk and then a monitor looking at another dirty desk. What?
Absolutely sweating the game until they just knock out at their desk. And now we got vaping and smoking. Now,
if you vape and you're watching this, get out of here. I'm serious. Get out. I don't like papers. Get out. Get out. Get out of here. Get out.
I don't really smoke a lot, to be honest. That one and only story I told about getting high on my channel, that was one of my only times doing it. I'm not a stoner by any means, okay? Sometimes I
Now, smoking weed, that is a little different. Because, yes, it still affects your lungs, but not as bad long-term as vaping. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it might affect it long-term, but not as crucial as vaping. Because people vape all the time. If you hit like a joint like once or twice a week, but not for like a long time, it ain't gonna be extremely harmful, but it definitely is gonna do something to your lungs that's not okay.
Take with some friends, but that's really it. As for vaping, I never touched a vape in my entire life, but both of these can become crippling addictions for people, and a lot of people have to rely on that substance to keep pushing through the day. And every time I have smoked weed, it was a chill experience sometimes, but sometimes I had a panic attack, so I don't want to encourage it or advise it at all. Skipping meals, that's a bad habit that happens to me a lot. Sometimes when I get too caught up in a video, I skip meals. Like, it's too
I've gotten caught up making videos videos as well, and I've skipped lunch before. Skipping lunch is okay, but skipping breakfast and dinner is definitely not okay. And that also means with that bad habit of sleeping in, you're also skipping, breakfast. So that's also bad. But if you skip, if you sleep in and you skip breakfast, you need to eat like lunch and dinner. If you don't have 2 meals a day, at least you're cooked. You're cooked.
49 p.m. in the afternoon, and I should probably be eating lunch right now, but I'm not because I'm recording the video. So I'm gonna speed run this recording and go eat after this. But yeah, it's something that happens for me all the time, which is not good, but some people may just skip a meal without even noticing. We were taught that throughout our day, 3 meals is the ideal amount of meals for the day. But I mean, if we're being honest, a lot of us probably don't really follow that routine, especially me, but it's very important that you do. But not only does it keep your body healthy and helps you maintain a good amount of protein and vitamins that your body needs to function, but it also just helps with your overall energy. And there's some people who intentionally don't eat or skip meals just to lose weight. And trust me, definitely do not use this method.
No.
Just exercise and diet and you will lose the weight. Okay, next we got poor hygiene. Now, sometimes I forget to do things that are really important to take care of myself.
Also, skipping meals would take forever for you to lose weight in the first place, if people even wanted to do that. Also, poor hygiene. If I'm going to be honest, guys, I'm going to be clear with you guys. I used to be bad about that when I was in middle school and elementary. It was bad. It was pretty bad. But now that I'm in college, it's no problem. When I was in high school, there's no problem. I just had it a lot and when I was younger, but not anymore. Because, take a shower, bro. Don't not take a shower. Looking back at it now, I can't believe... Because showers are some of the best feelings in the entire world. Like, throughout your whole life, showers will definitely be in the top 3 spot of the best feeling. Top 5. Having a 7-hour shift and then taking a shower, there is not a lot of a lot of things better than that, unfortunately.
In building
Actually,
habits
not
where
unfortunately.
you take care of yourself daily is very important. Like shaving unwanted body and facial hair, for example. And the best way to take care of that is by using Manscaped, the sponsor of today's video. Manscaped is a men's grooming kit trusted by over 12 million men worldwide. Manscaped recently sent me
I do actually have a
5.0 Ultra
Manscaped
electric body trimmer and the beard hedger.
Manscaped.
The beard hedger is definitely a go-to with facial hair shaving. Whether you're struggling to grow a beard and you got stubbles like I do, or you got a full-grown beard, it features a titanium-coated T-blade and a zoom wheel with 20 adjustable lengths.
Dang.
It's also waterproof, so you can trim in the sink or the shower without worrying about water damage. Now, the Lawnmower 5.0, their new trimmer blade, features long, wider, and rounded teeth that cut hair with ease, while also being gentle on the skin. It comes with 2 interchangeable skin-safe blade heads and a foil blade designed to shave down to the skin. It also comes with an LED spotlight, so if you're in a dimly lit room, you can actually see what the hell you're doing. And Manscaped also offers a 2-year warranty on powered devices. With Father's Day around the corner, this can also make a great gift for all the dads out there. Bundle up and save, or grab whichever tool you think your dad would need most. Get 15% off your entire order when you use code BIRDIE at manscaped.com. The link will be in my description. Thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring today's video. Eating junk food. Now, let's just be real for a second.
This ain't about how everyone does it. Let's be honest.
Junk food just hits, bro. I feel like a sack of shit after I eat junk food, but as a former plate cleaner, okay, Oreo cakesters were my shit back in the day.
Oh my God. I mean,
Hefty kid.
to be honest, I will say a lot of times when you eat junk food and, you might not feel like crap, that gives you the feeling that, oh, let's just go eat more junk food because I'm not going to feel like crap. No, you will. You will.
Backtrack. Going out for ice cream. Or getting one of my favorite snacks of all time at the gas station. Cosmic brownies.
Ooh.
Now, sometimes I go on vacation to link up with my friends, and I eat like garbage the whole time. At this point, we may as well be In-N-Out and Wingstop's #1 customers. If you limit yourself from eating junk food, you will enjoy these special occasions even more. And this can become a serious health condition for people if you eat too much junk food or drink too much soda, whatever whatever it is. And there was this rapper by the name of Dave Blunt. Okay, I'm sure some of you know who that is. Some of you may not. And now Dave Blunt could not put down the cup, but I think nowadays
I can't put down the cup
down a little bit. He's losing some weight, which is a very, very good thing. Like, he was in the hospital for the amount of weight that he gained. Like, I don't even think his body was able to function at the weight he was at. And that shit could affect your health severely. That's why
isn't it like lean? Isn't it like NyQuil and something else?
Weight is super important. Eating too much
Might
junk
be
food,
stupid.
definitely not a good habit to develop. But once in a while, getting a pizza from that one local spot in town that is just insane. Everyone has one. Definitely a guilty pleasure of mine. Now we got doom scrolling. Doom scrolling is such a common habit nowadays, especially since Instagram Reels happened for me. And yeah, I gotta be honest, I fell victim to Instagram Reels many times. I fell victim to TikTok many times as well. And as unproductive as that can be, it's also very draining. Sometimes I'm in my
100%.
bed, staying up late, which, again, I should not be doing. I was just scrolling for so long that it was one of those autopilot scrolling sessions where your thumb starts to hurt a little bit, you get super sleepy, and it's like you don't even know what you're watching anymore. I genuinely feel like the moment I put my phone down, that my brain is just way too overstimulated. I've seen one too many Family Guy videos for the day, and that was it for me. And even sometimes when I watch too much YouTube, I do feel the same way as well. Or even too much of a Netflix show as well. Sometimes I just binge, bro. It just gets the best of me. This is worse than the going to bed late habit for me, because this is the main reason why I'm going to bed late. And some people rack up crazy numbers for screen time, like it's not even funny. And even myself, I'm guilty of this too. Maybe I just need to roll around in the grass a bit more, just stare at the trees in the sky, and just absolutely soak in the sunlight and just think about life. Spending too much money. Okay, this is a habit that everybody needs to avoid, bro.
If anyone younger, younger is watching this, save your money. I don't care what anyone says. Save your money. I'm in college right now. Last year, I thought, oh, I'll be fine. No. You think you have so much money, that just can go away so fast. So anyone younger watching this video, please, you don't have to necessarily get a job. You don't necessarily have to work 40 hours a week, but just save your money, please. If you get an allowance, that's different. Spend that money. But the money that you earn, the money that you get from chores, the money that you get from your job, please save that money. Please. Like, I'm being serious right now. Save your money.
You need all the cheese you can have in your bank account. And when this happens a lot of times is when people are given a large sum of money. Like, just say somebody won the lottery or something. They won $1 million from the lottery. And instead of investing it or saving it, they blew all their money in a few years. Now they're flying on private jets, they're going on yachts or whatever. Just because they got a large sum of money, they think they have all the money in the world. And for some people, when they win the lottery, that's just how it goes. Or some people, they will get a paycheck from their job and literally just go over to the designer store and just buy a bunch of Rick Owens or other designer clothes. Now, I'm somebody who's really thinking about my future, and sometimes that makes me very frugal with my money. Even though sometimes I think I should just get out there more, travel, and just enjoy what the world has to offer. Be smart with your money, but also don't be afraid to spend it once in a while. Bad posture. Okay.
Yeah. That's another thing. I don't want to say to you guys, don't spend your money at all, because in my opinion, they say money can't buy happiness. It 100% can. With me and my friends, we purchased Nintendo Switch 2s. Yes, I know. I did a video on that. I don't really care what anyone says. Having that experience with, with two of my closest friends buying something, it doesn't matter how expensive it could be. It could be, going to Popeyes and getting a meal, or going to buy Pokemon cards, or going to buy just something, anything. It doesn't matter what the price range is. If it exceeds like $1,000, then yes. But just having that experience with just opening something that you really look forward to, it makes everything in your life a little bit easier. And yes, that sounds pretty bad to say. But, for me, I really like Pokemon. I'm really starting to get into Pokemon. And we were waiting outside the line. We opened Pokemon packs all together as a group. One of the best experiences of my summer. And just having that experience was just so so fulfilling and just made the whole experience better just having my friends around, you know. Do things with your friends as well. Don't just do it by yourself. If you're buying something expensive, maybe do it with your friends to have it a little, you know, easier to purchase.
This is directed to all the people out there that are gaming like this. It's just important to keep good posture just for the sake of your health. Always sitting really weird like that is just going to make you develop problems in your back or your neck. But if you're at a party, a bar, or a club, any social setting like that, and girls see you sitting weird like that, bro, you are not getting any action. And sometimes for me, that hunchback posture can take over. And every time that happens for me, I just give myself a posture check when I notice. So that's definitely something I gotta be more aware of. Now we got procrastination. You definitely heard this so many times, or hell, this may have been you sometimes. And you're like, I'll do it tomorrow. And you don't do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow becomes the next day and the day after that. And the tasks that you gotta do throughout the week just keep building up. And it happens to me all the time. But this is something that you definitely gotta break. You will miss out on a lot of opportunities if you procrastinate on something. Like, for example, if you procrastinate on exercising or going outside, you will miss out on being in the best physical shape of your life. And well, that's the next one, not exercising or going outside. Sometimes people just need a break and they just need to chill.
You know, and this is the end of the video. This is the last thing we're talking about. The last thing he's talking about. Going outside, you know, a lot of times when people are like, oh yeah, it's fine, it's just outside. It's like, it's not just looking outside. It's breathing the air. And yes, obviously, you're breathing the same air inside or out. But it's just a different experience that, like, not a lot of people can explain. And it's just, like, it's very peaceful, you know? Like, I'm not the most, like, outdoorsy person. Like, I won't go out into the country and, you know, ride motorcycles and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to be sitting in my room all day. I'll make videos for you guys because I love doing that. And I'll sit inside and sometimes play video games. But I love just, you know, going somewhere, maybe grabbing my Switch and just sitting outside and just really just relax. And yes, I know, you know, why would you sit on, you know, and play video games? What else are you going to do? Are you seriously just going to go? Are you going to go like this? You could do that, but after a while, you're gonna get really bored. I'm just saying. Like, I've seen movies and people just relaxing and sitting down. I know that gets boring. I know for a fact that gets boring within like 5 minutes. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and as always, have a good one. Also, thank you guys so much for 1,600. Expected a special very soon. Have a good one.